It's a new year, new me, I'm vlogging every day of January, but I guess that means it's not a new me because I'm doing the exact same thing that I did in 2020. Oh God, that can't be good.
Hello everybody, good morning. I'm starting off my day with a deep fried stick of cheese with potatoes on the outside because I want it. And when I say starting off my day, I mean it's 2 o'clock and this is the first thing I'm eating. It smells delicious. Dipping it in some ketchup. It's cold and hard because normally the cheese will be like all gooey, but it's cold because it got here like an hour ago. I ordered it when I started to put Flynn down for his nap, thinking he'll be asleep in 15 minutes and then this food will be here. But no, it took Flynn an hour and 45 minutes to fall asleep, but it is delicious. It's Saturday. This shirt is from, this is funny, I cut it into a crop top. This is from Hitters Back Off. I got to pick all the costumes. We had costumers who were amazing. Season 1 and season 2, we had different costumers, but they were both wonderful. So they would like pick out a bunch of clothes and then they'd show them to the executive producers and be like, which ones do you like? But for Miranda, they literally let me hand pick through all the clothes they bought. So there's racks and racks and racks of clothes. It was incredible. We didn't want to just do the button-up shirts and the cat shirts. We wanted something else. And we discovered that like crew neck sweaters, which is funny because now they're like in style, but they weren't then. But crew neck sweaters with like a funny photo on them, like a cat or a giraffe or a weird phrase. Those looked good tucked into like Miranda pants. They had a bunch of different ones. And this one was like too old lady because it had like the kind of faux turtleneck and like it just looked like too like old lady-ish. But when they sent me all the costumes, because I asked for them after the show got canceled, I wanted everything I could have because it was like the best experience and I didn't want to forget any of it. They sent me boxes and boxes of costumes. And in it were all my costumes that I wore on the show, but also there are some costumes that I didn't wear, but like were for some reason in there. And this was one of the things that was in there, but I didn't actually wear on set. I saw it and I was like, I actually feel like I would wear that in real life someday. So I took it, cut it into a crop top, and I never wore it. And I started to go through my closet the other day because there's too much crap in there. And I found this and I was like, why do I think this is cute? Am I just an old lady now? Who cares? Wear what you want. And I think it's cute. It reminds me of my grandma. Like literally, if it was the normal length, this is something my grandma would have worn when she passed away this year. So it made me happy and I was like, I'm gonna wear that. So I'm wearing it. I'm gonna talk to you guys in a minute because I wanna eat this fried cheese corn dog and I wanna talk to you about a mental breakdown I just had. See you in a minute. Hi. Okay, so I just had a mental breakdown. And I wanted to talk about it. So if you don't want to hear about that, please either skip ahead or just don't watch this video. I don't really know why, which is why it's kind of like hard to talk about. Everything's fine. Like there's no reason for me to feel the way that I feel, which is just frustrating because like I feel stupid and I feel guilty and dumb for feeling like any like sadness or like yuckiness or whatever. So it's like, I can't even really like, I feel like I shouldn't even maybe talk about this in the vlog because I can't even really express myself properly, I don't think. I kind of talked about it a little bit. I think last week in a vlog at the end of a video, I talked about how like I just feel like I'm unraveling and I'm on the edge of like falling apart. I can't even really explain why. And I think it's probably just because like we're in this pandemic and we've been in it forever. It's not like something bad happened to me. It's not like, you know, I have my house and I have a job and I have my family and I have friends and I have all these things. It's just doing the same thing every day for 10 months and not being able to like travel or go to the store or not being able to do anything that I want to do has been really hard. And I'm just like, even though I have Kory and my husband and Flynn, and every once in a while I see my family members, like I'm really lonely. It's hard because I feel like I never have time to do anything for myself, but even if I did, I couldn't. Like even if I did, even if I went to Eric and I said, hey, I just need like a couple hours today by myself to do whatever I want, not work, to go to the craft store, to go to Color Me Mine or go to Target or go see my sister and like eat dinner. Like I can't go do anything that I want to do because of this pandemic. So like even if I did have the time for myself, for like my mental health, like I can't go do anything. I don't even want to talk about that because I know like the pandemic is so triggering to so many people, and whenever I talk about it, I feel like people think I'm like talking down about how other people are doing it, or people judge me for how I am doing it. I'm just trying to follow the rules of the CDC because we have high-risk people in my family, and so I do not leave my house unless it is like emergency essential. So I just feel myself getting worse and worse. But like I don't even really understand, like if you were to ask me like why do you feel sad, I wouldn't be able to say why. Like I don't know why. But anyway, I was putting Flynn to sleep. I cuddle Flynn to sleep, and I know that people are gonna say that's a no-no and you're not supposed to do that and people are gonna mom shame me. I love those moments with him. To me, those are my only moments of the day where I feel like everything stops and I can just like sit there for a minute and relax and be with him. And so I really like it for me and for him. He feels safe and loved, and I feel safe and loved. So don't come for me. I don't care about your opinion on cuddling my baby to sleep because I like it and it's best for us and our dynamic. Anyway, he's 2 and he's entering that toddler phase of testing the boundaries, and the past few days, like trying to get him to sleep has been hard. He rolls around and he talks and he sings and he wants to play, and I know he's tired because he'll be yawning and his eyes will be droopy and he'll be getting more fussy. Like, I know him, I know he's tired, I know he needs a nap, but he just is a toddler and he's testing to see if he can get away with stuff. You know, he'll cuddle me, but then he'll start like grabbing my lips and pulling on them, or sit up and crawl and run away, or he'll sit up and talk to me about something, and it's all very cute. I love his chitter chatter and his energy, but like it's frustrating when I'm trying to get him to go to sleep for his nap, which I know he needs for his health. But then he kind of rolled off of me. He lays on my chest. He's done this since he was born, like, and he's 2 now. He likes to fall asleep on my chest, and he rolled off of my chest and he was laying next to me, and I said, "Did you want to come back up and cuddle mama?" And he said no. And I was like, "Oh, you don't want to cuddle mama?" And he said no. And then he kind of rolled over and started to fall asleep, and I was like, oh my God, is he done falling asleep with me? Like, did I have my last like cuddle to sleep time with him and I didn't even realize it? So then he was still kind of acting like totally wild, and it had been like an hour at this point of me trying to get him to sleep, and I was just getting so fed up, and I'm really tired and haven't been sleeping well. My anxiety's been through the roof. My dermatillomania has been so bad. Like, I'm just overwhelmed and I've not been doing well. So I was really tired, and it had been an hour of this battle with him trying to get him to go to sleep. And I got overwhelmed just by everything else in life, and I just feel tired. And so I just started crying, like holding him. I was just crying. And he looked up at me, he goes, "Mama?" And I was like, Mama's crying. And I think it's important for me and our family that I like to talk about emotions to him, because I want him to learn that emotions are okay and good. So I was crying and I said, "Mommy's crying." He said, "Mama's crying." And he like pet my face and he sat up and he goes, "Call the ambulance, wee-oh, wee-oh." And he gave me a kiss, which just made me cry more. I was like, Mama needs a cuddle and Mama needs a hug. And he hugged me and kissed me and cuddled me, and eventually, like 30 minutes later, he fell asleep. Yeah, I'm just not doing great, and I couldn't even like really tell you why. I feel yucky, and I know it'll go away and I'll feel better tomorrow or the next day or even in an hour, but that's how I'm doing right now. Wish this pandemic could be over, and it just feels like there's never gonna be an end in sight. And then you hear things like they're opening everything back up again, or the restaurants are all opening up again, and I'm happy for the restaurant owners who are like scared of losing their business. All these businesses are scared of going out of business. Like, I understand that, but at the same time, it's just like I feel like it just ignites people who aren't following the rules to be like, see, it's fine, they open everything back up. And to me, all it's doing is it's making everything last longer. This pandemic lasts longer. It's just longer that I have to stay in my house and my mental health has to keep declining. I know my mental health is no one else's responsibility, but it's still frustrating. Like, when I can see, like, if everyone just followed the rules, like, we could have been over this so much longer ago. Like, I'm not talking about essential workers. I'm so grateful for them and all that they've sacrificed. I'm not talking about those people. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this in the video because I feel like I'm not making any sense. I just feel kind of sad today. Sometimes I get sad, but I heard Flynn whine and cry, so I'm gonna go and check on him. We decided to get out of the house and go to a park, get some fresh air through our mask. It's beautiful. Oh, Flynn just fell. You found a tunnel? Oh my goodness. Whoa, Flynn. Flynn. Whoa. Wow.
Wow. Mama, can you eat?
Okay. Whoa. Whoa, Flynn. Look at you! Whoa, Flynn, go, go, go!
Go right down.
Okay, where is it?
Here.
Oh, wow.
you need tunnels?
Yeah.
Look over here.
A baby coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, what'd you get? What color?
Green.
Green. Okay, pick up a green card. Let's see what it says. Oh, it says squeak like a mouse. Can you squeak like a mouse?
Squeak.
Okay, Mama's turn. Oh, I got red. Flynn, can you flip over a red one? I got a red one. It says, do a silly dance. I got that one. Okay, Flynn's turn. Roll. Throw it, Flynn. Okay, what'd you get?
Oh, purple.
Orange! Okay, come get an orange card. What's it say? It says hop 4 times, jump 4 times, jump, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! You did it! Okay, Mama's turn. What are we gonna do? Oh no, oh no. Oh, what color is it? Like a blue? Okay, give me a blue card. Oh, it says find something white. Can you find something white? I found something white, a dirty diaper. Can you find something white? Maybe, are the walls white? Is the roof white?
Yeah.
The roof is white. What's up, guys? Just had my second mental breakdown of the day. Just spending my night crying as per usual. It's like my quarantine routine. I feel like this video is gonna come across really like privileged and whiny and like bratty. I don't mean for it to. This is just what I'm going through right now, guys. I'm sad. I'm just sad. I just miss life. It's not to say I don't have a great, like when I'm with Flynn and playing with Flynn and experiencing life with Flynn, I'm fine. Like I'm distracted from these feelings for the most part because I need to obviously be strong and okay for him. I'm just really sad. I miss my family and I miss my friends. I miss going to stores and I miss traveling and I miss people. I miss my job. Like I like YouTube and I like doing this part of my job, but like there used to be so much more to my job. Don't get me wrong, I'm so grateful for all the things I have in my life. Like I'm so grateful. I know anyone out there who's struggling right now is going through so much more than me, and so I feel stupid for even feeling sad. Like I can handle being sad and I can handle feeling these like depressed feelings and thoughts and like deep like sadness. I can handle this if it means I'm following the rules and keeping people safe. Like I want to keep people safe and I want to do the right thing or what I think is the right thing. It's like a small price to pay, like, you know, being sad for a couple months, but it's hard when there's like, you don't see an end in sight. I'm honestly like, I'm scared to even like post this because I just know it's gonna look so dramatic and stupid. I know people are just gonna be like mad at me, but I don't know what else to say right now. I don't know what else to like talk about or do, or this is what I'm going through. Like, I just miss life before the pandemic a lot. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm like, maybe I need to stop missing life before the pandemic and I need to start mourning the loss of my life prior to the pandemic. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but like, I think I keep waiting for the pandemic to be over so that I can go back to how life was. Like I can start touring again, start doing projects, like do all these things again. But I'm like, maybe that life's like done for me now. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. Having a job on social media is like hard because obviously there are incredible perks and I love it and I'm so grateful for it. It's the best job ever. But like there's a lot of hard things that come with it. One being like the negative and hateful and cruel comments that you get. And the way I've always been able to handle that, like when people have asked me in the past, like, how do you handle those comments? I guess I didn't realize it, but like how I handled it was that like I got to meet the kind people. I got to tour and perform for the kind people and meet them in person and go to the mall to buy a shirt, and like I got to meet people and hug them and they say thank you for your videos and I say thank you for watching me, and like I get to have those interactions and I get to say thank you and I get to see humans that are kind. When like the tour and human interaction is eliminated from my life, I think those like negative comments like fester in my mind and become my own thoughts, and then like I lose like my passion for what I'm doing because I'm like, no one wants to see it anyway. This is embarrassing. Like probably just gonna this. I'm just like so afraid this whole video
video is just gonna look so dramatic. Like, I feel like I'm gonna watch this tomorrow and be like, oh, relax, like get a life, take a breath. My life is wonderful and I'm so grateful for my life, for my awesome kid and my husband and Kory and my family and everything. Like, I'm so grateful and I do have such a good life. I'm just sad sometimes and I just feel really sad right now. I'm gonna go to bed. Sorry for being a downer. I also feel like no one's gonna, like, I feel like at the beginning of quarantine, I could talk about these feelings and everyone is experiencing it because like everyone was staying home and everyone was scared and everyone was like, will life ever go back to normal? But I feel like now everyone's just kind of gone back to normal and I'm one of like a few people who's still like trying to follow the rules. At least in LA, I don't know what it's like everywhere else. And so I feel like now people like won't relate to these feelings that I'm having and these thoughts I'm having. They're just gonna be like, okay, relax, like go to the store then if you want to go to the store. It's not just like about that. It's about just like life. Like I miss touring. I miss meeting you guys. I miss traveling. I miss hanging out with my friends. I miss going to Joey's house. I miss going to JoJo's house. I miss seeing my cousin Andrew. I miss seeing my cousin Stephanie, and I miss seeing random friends at like parties, and miss going to Frankie's house with all his friends and like watching RuPaul's Drag Race, or like I just miss things. I just miss things that are not this room. And I want to show Flynn things. I want to take Flynn places. And I'm sure tomorrow I'll be back to normal. Everything will be fine. But I just feel sad. So I think I'm gonna import this footage and then I'm gonna look for a new therapist and then I'm gonna watch TikTok to distract myself from my emotions and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And by that I mean I'm gonna lay awake for like 5 hours and then I'll sleep for like an hour and then my kid will wake up and I'll do it all over again. Oh my God, here comes mental breakdown number 3. Listen closely. You can hear people unsubscribing. What's that? Oh, the dislike button is going crazy. I'm emotional, what can I say, guys? All right, I love you all very much. Thanks for letting me vent to you. I really do feel like this is like therapy to me. Like you guys are friends that I can vent to, and I hate this freaking pandemic. I hate it, it's such trash. Okay, love y'all. Leave a comment if you've ever had multiple breakdowns in one day. Samesies.
You can relax. Colleen and Eric have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.